I'm never going to stop telling you to drink more water. At the very least, 2 liters a day will keep you out of the dehydration zone. So try. It's just 66 ounces, okay? 2 liters. That's the minimum. Stop the alcohol, cut back on the weed a little bit, drink more water. It's the year 2019 and it's well into the first week. I just wanted to say thank you. Also, Happy New Year. But thank you for 2018. A lot of information I was able to attain through your guys' help, through my exploration into the genre. You know, we mainly focus on like hip hop, rap, and R&B on this channel for the most part. Some soul music. Every now and again, I'll dip and dabble into some folk genres, and I'll talk about maybe some new rock music that I'm listening to. Especially country was bigger for me this year, but I just want to say thanks because nobody has to watch. You don't have to support. You don't have to be interested. I always think it's necessarily me either, because, you know, to give yourself that much of a pat on the back to say that every piece of material that you release is like the greatest thing ever. I don't think that, but I just wanted to, you know, stop and say thanks because I really appreciate the amount of people that have cultivated around this channel. I don't want to make myself the center of attention for it. I just always wanted to create this little space for people to talk about the music that they enjoy. I thank you guys again for showing massive amounts of love and support to the playlist videos. That's a series on the channel that I thought I wouldn't remain consistent with, but I kept at it, and you guys stayed there with me, and I appreciate it. You know, it's one of the most heavily requested series on the channel right now. Another series I want to bring back is the replay series. Haven't done one in about 4 months, but that's not because I just think it's bad. It's just because I haven't had enough time to keep up with it. It takes a lot of editing to do it, and those are generally some of the videos I think I enjoy doing the most because I get to chastise people and be like a complete and blatant hypocrite and be like a fan of an artist or be a hater of an artist to a certain degree while I'm looking at a review that came out a couple days after the music from whatever they're reviewing has been released. People come at me a lot for doing that, so to do it to other people, it just feels good to put myself outside of my shoes. You know, it's 2019 now. You know, I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. You think about something, you make it happen. That's how I want to live my life. I don't want to, you know, start waiting for a date. I've been doing things for a couple months now in preparation for a new change that's coming to the channel soon. Nothing that's gonna get in between the viewing process, you know, no brand deals or sponsorships, none of that. It's just I guess the way I look at this channel now is just kind of like an extension of everything that I've always wanted to talk about to some capacity when it comes to something that I like. As you guys know, this channel was created as an outlet for me to discuss music that I was not able to talk to anyone else about. I do have people in my life that I talk about art forms with, but none as heavily, nobody in my life right now that's as heavily interested in music as I would say I am. To the degree that they would sit down and debate me with it back and forth or like talk about it like endlessly, even for an hour. We probably get sick of the conversation. So I like I said, I appreciate y'all for being here and being like my venting party, you know, the ones who listen. I hate doing the goal thing too, because every time I set a goal, I just go back watching the video that I set the goal in looking massively depressed because I'm like, how low did I think of myself to think that I couldn't get more than what I requested? But I only do that because I'm living so harshly in my reality that I just, to think of something more than this. Like if someone were to tell me 2 years ago, like you'd have a channel with like almost 500,000 subscribers, you'd be like, what are you talking about? In the year 2017, I made a goal to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of that year. And by the end of that year, we ended up at about 178,000. Which was 70,000 plus what I expected. And I was appreciative and happy for it. But in the year 2018, I set a goal at the end of the year for 300,000. And you can see right now we're almost at 500,000. So I've been lowballing myself for a while, but I love lowballing myself and exceeding my own expectation. It makes me feel great. It'd be very confident and I would say a little arrogant to say 1 million this year. But I would say maybe 600,000 for this year will be the year-end goal, and you know, at the end we'll see where we're at. Maybe we're far ahead of that. Maybe we're just where I thought we'd be. But just being able to predict even that is just, again, more thanks to you guys for constantly showing love and viewing and interacting with the content. I just appreciate it. 2019 is also a year for growth, so I don't want to remain stagnant. A couple of things that I want to get better on is covering music that I've shown a lack of interest in when it comes to just acknowledging that it exists. Like Trippie Redd's album, for an example, is a good example of an album that I just overlooked in terms of covering it or acknowledging it in any way, because I was really indifferent toward it. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good to me at the same time. And I didn't say anything about it because I felt like, what's the point in talking about it if I don't like it like that? And I think I want to get better at doing that. So at least if I'm not going to cover it in a reaction format, if I'm not going to cover it in a review format, I can at least make it into some kind of entertaining content that doesn't leave people wondering what you thought about this without acknowledging it at all. Or I don't have to look through the comment section wondering, or people wondering, where's the Trippie Redd review, or where's this person's review, or where's this person's review. So I want to do that better. Instead of just not acknowledging it at all. I'll figure out a way to do so. Another thing I want to do is increase my knowledge of the production field. So I want to gain a higher appreciation for that. So I'm going to challenge myself at some point throughout the year to at least once or twice a month, listen to an album from a producer and just hear that all the way through, see what I can pick up, see what I can dissect from it. Just sonically, I want to gain a higher appreciation for that. Because it's an underappreciated part of music right now, and I just want to have a higher understanding of it. Another thing to do is disconnecting myself from music that I already love. There's a lot of music that came out in the year 2018 that I was attached to for too long, that prohibited me from going out and seeking other new acts and new talent that near or closer to the end of the year I had to acknowledge because I hadn't been listening to them all throughout the year already. If you love an album, that's cool, but to stick with that one thing for so long, I think is a detriment to your ability to see other artists, your ability to discover new talent. So as a person that reviews music on this channel, primarily hip hop, R&B, soul, and rap music, I want to really open myself up to all types in that, because there's still a lot of subgenres within that need to be explored, at least on my behalf. So I want to learn more about that at the same time. This isn't a channel that was made to make money. This isn't a channel that was made to get popular. This isn't a channel that was made to showcase myself in the spotlight or anything like that. It was really just a channel that was made for me to express my opinion about music and accept new forms of it that are coming in. That's what it is. This isn't I don't want this to seem like it's a gimmick. I don't want to make it seem like you get a bigger audience and then you change the way you are. I'd say I am the most comfortable on camera now than I've ever been, and the person you were probably looking at 2 years ago was probably a very uncomfortable version of myself. I've been rambling for just a little bit too long, but those are just some things I wanted to improve on with myself, with the content that's being released on this channel. As a way to prevent it from becoming stale, as a way for me to not be set in my own way and to still be open in the process. And that's the thanks I wanted to give kind of for 2019. And hopefully, like I said, things get better. That's it. Thanks. I appreciate it. There's not really a way to be more appreciative, You can try to make these videos seem as heartfelt as humanly possible, but at the same time, you can't lie to yourself or your subscribers and be like, I'll go to the ends of the earth. Like, thanks. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks. There's nothing else for me to say. I'll see y'all soon. Happy 2019. I hope you accomplish all your goals as well. And I'll see you, next time. Bye.